Hello, this is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts, and today I am going to take a run through of the journal that we made in the last 4 lessons. It is called Beach Adventure, and so this would make it part 5, I believe. Show you the cover. It closes with a lace ribbon that goes across to the back, and it's anchored down to the back with a lace heart. Open it up. Now this will stay attached by that lace heart while you're working on the journal. You can flip this up out of the way. Here's the front cover. Well, I used a digital by Artymaze, and I have that linked on my on the first video of how to make this journal to her Etsy shop, so you can take a look at the digital and perhaps purchase it if you like it. Okay, I have added some lace and some flowers here, and also this down here is cheesecloth made to look like netting. Okay, show you that. Let's take a look through. This book has 23 pages, so 46 back and front. Open it up in front. Front page has a "This book belongs to" tag. Has a little pocket down here made out of lace. Open it up. This is an envelope. Put things in there. Closes back up. This is kind of a gate style closing. Put that back in there. I also made a tag. This is made out of an old clothing label that I got off of some supply that I got. And I just saved the backing card of it, and it already had the hole punched. So after I covered it, I needed to punch another hole. And I made a journaling tag. The beach is my happy place. Okay, so that's I can slide right in there. These pages are great for journaling on. I did stamp a little bit and use some washi tape. Tea-dyed paper. This one turned out nice. This is a piece of scrapbook paper. I've used a scrapbook paper throughout the book that is from the same scrapbook pad, and I showed you that in the instructions. Little paper clip that has a lace attached to it. And so this will stick out and show when the book is closed. Another stamped page. Here's a pocket made from tea-dyed, and then journaling card. A little booklet that opens. And that's made from the scrapbook paper. And this page, as well as some of the other pages, has a piece of trim down the side. That is actually sewn on there. Some of them I glued and some of them I sewed. Actually, that one is glued on. This one's glued on. Some of them I sewed, and I'll show you those upcoming. This is a Rita Donnelly flip. You can write here. And this is a journaling card. This is a piece of cardstock that I tea-dyed. Put a little bow and some seashells on it. Here's a paper bag. That's one part of it, and the other part goes through to the other side. I decorated this with some stamping using bubble wrap and some fish. And inside I have a journal card. Let the wind kiss your face. Some more Artymaze paper. That came with the digital that I purchased from Artymaze Etsy store. This is a mermaid tail. Some shells. Tea-dyed paper. And this little thing says salty air mermaid hair, and then you could write on the back of it also. Another paper clip with the lace. This is a fabric clip I made using 3 or 4 fabrics, including a little beach cottage, some lace and buttons. And you can flip this up, and you probably could write on here if you used a dark enough, like a flare pen, or not a flare pen, a Sharpie would show up on there, or you could put anything you want, a photograph. You could paper clip on something. Here's a place where you can take out this template and put your own photograph in here that's the same size. This lace sewn to the side. See that on the back. It says, "In high tide or low tide, I'll be by your side." Here's tea-dyed paper. And this was a little ruffle made from the same lace that I used to tie the cover. I just sewed it and I kind of pleated it as I went along on the machine. Now these trims that I sewed onto the side of the pages, I did that, as you'll see in the instructions. If you look at the lessons on how to make this journal, you'll see that I sewed these onto the paper before I sewed all the signature in. Okay, this is a shell, a stencil, and this is a piece of fabric I had that had that old part of that old poem about will linger on long after our footprints in the sand. This is a piece of ephemera that it's an envelope. I glued it to the page here. I glued 3 sides of it so that it has a pocket. It also has a pocket here with a journaling card. And it also has a pocket on top with another journaling card. To unpath waters, undreamed shores. Shakespeare. And in the side pocket, I have a journaling card. This was an envelope. And with a journaling card in here. This has room for more items of ephemera or memories that you might have. This is another little paper clip that I made using the paper from the scrapbook papering package that I had. You could clip on a brochure from your travels or a photograph or whatever you have. It's another page made from the tea-dyed paper. Same here. This is the center of the journal, the signature, and this is Artymaze paper. Has lines on it for writing things down. Another paper for journaling. This for journaling also. This is a doily. This is a tag. I thought this would be a good idea to use this as a bookmark in here. So you keep your place where after you write down each day, then you can use that as your bookmark. Okay, today is full of possibilities. This is a little snippet. Follow your dreams. It's a little girl from Mrs. Cog's Digital. And I made a booklet with a couple little shells on it. When you open it up, you'll find paper, like a paper pad to journal or write on notes. Okay. Another photograph, place for a photograph. Here's a lace that hangs over the side with a little charm of a crab. This is a napkin that I glued down to those pages. Great place for journaling. This is a photograph to mimic those old photo booth pictures. The other part of the paper bag, and I clipped that open so that you could have paper in there to write on or whatever. There's the little girl. She's not very happy, but then the next day they told her that she could go to the beach, so she kind of perked up after that. Lace on the side. Oh, this is also a flip up you can write on. Another pocket, the journaling card. Beachy attitude. Here's a pocket with the little bicycles. Those kind of bicycles, those old-fashioned ones, always remind me of the beach, because a lot of times they have those rentals where you can rent them to ride around the beach areas. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper that I've made into a journaling card. Slips right in there. And come to the end of the book. We have another pocket made out of that lace-covered burlap. And another journaling card that says, "Be mermazing." Place to write on the back. Okay, that's where I signed it. Okay, this journal will be available. If you would want to purchase it, please let me know. And if I don't hear from anybody a few days after I post this video, then I'll go ahead and put it on Etsy, so you can also find it on Etsy. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll check out if this is the first of the videos on this journal that you've looked at. I hope you check out the instructions if you care to learn how to make your own. They're really fun, and this is a good size for travel. It is. Let me measure the size for you. It is about 7 3/4 by 5 1/2, which is a traveler's notebook size, a good size for a traveler's notebook. So I wish peace of mind to everyone. Thank you. Bye now.